Libra season ends with a Libra new moon at 28 degrees of Libra on October 21st. Now, this is going to be the trend for many new moons going into 2026, where the new moon happens at the end of the sign. That means we are moving through the themes, energies, and expressions of that astrological energy that's guiding us to a new start. The new start and the new intentions of the new moon come about because of what we are understanding, experiencing, and seeing that helps to make us wiser, more self-aware, more conscious, and perhaps much clearer in the new moon intentions we want to initiate. So October 21st, this Libra new moon in your chart at 28 degrees is asking you to solidify a new beginning based on what you've been learning and experiencing through Libra energies. Libra energies are about how we interact with others, how we share, how we listen, how we communicate. It's collaboration and co-creation. It's checking in on if this is in balance. Is this reciprocal? What is out of balance? And an intention of Libra season is to recognize this is out of balance. Let's talk about it. Let's fix it. Let's figure out what to do next so that it's a win-win for both of us. Libra seeks peace, harmony, wants there to be an ease in a connection, in a relationship. And as such, you could realize what is not easy, what is tumultuous, or perhaps what isn't working for you anymore. Because as much as Libra energy wants there to be that mutual investment, the mutual exchange, you can also realize where that isn't happening. It could be in some very minor ways. It could be in observing some dynamics or communications where you realize that person never says thank you, or I'm always the one reaching out, or I'm always the one initiating, and they don't do so in return. So perhaps you've been observing that throughout Libra season. But whatever has been going on for you in your world, the Libra new moon is asking you to make a balanced new intention based on what you've been observing, what you've been witnessing, and to make that intention from a place of wisdom and higher consciousness. And so this could be a time when you've understood what you are ready to do differently. And chances are that's been a big theme here, especially the past week leading up to the October 21st Libra new moon. And that's because we've had a T-square, a cardinal T-square happening, which I talked about in another video, with the sun in Libra opposing Chiron retrograde in Aries, and both of those squaring Jupiter in Cancer. Now, a T-square is a pressure of growth that shows up as a challenge, shows up as something that's uncomfortable. What do I do with all this energy? How do I make all these different needs and intentions work? What's the solution here? But a better question to ask is, what is the potential for new growth? And that Chiron in Aries is bringing your attention to a healing theme. Maybe you've had your whole life, or maybe that's just shown up recently. It's bringing your awareness to a wounding, something that you've already been consciously aware of and working through. Jupiter in Cancer brings in the emotional imprint of how it affected you in trusting yourself, in perhaps having faith. If it's limited your faith in yourself or your belief in yourself. Chiron squaring Jupiter wants you to bust through that. And this Jupiter in Cancer wants you to take forward the best of an experience, a memory, a lesson. Jupiter in Cancer is picking up on former experiences you've had and then brings them into the present moment to say, what are you learning from this? How are you evolving? How are you growing? And then what do you leave behind? So when you have these two planets then creating this cardinal T-square with the sun in Libra, which is the observer, which wants to understand both sides. There's objectivity with the sun in Libra, where you detach from the subjective energy of Chiron in Aries and Jupiter in Cancer, and you can see something for what it is and perhaps understand how it's not just about you or your experiences. Rather, where do you need to come into a balanced perspective that honors your energy and allows you to further detach? Now, this also involves conversation with the sun in Libra. You might have to talk things out with someone. Maybe there's things that you are tossing around in your mind and you're looking for that clear answer. Because the sun in Libra, it's very smart, loves a good conversation, but can get stuck in the conversation. And with the pressure of this cardinal T-square, we got to move something forward. You've got to push it forward. And it's almost like you have to get over a previous something, a previous story, a previous version of self, a previous part of your life. Something needs to move forward. And there's this pressure right now to look at the fact that you can move it forward, but are you willing to? Because a lot of people can stay in the past and they can stay in their healing cycles. A cardinal T-square wants to bust you forward. There is some new higher level initiation that is being presented during this particular Libra new moon, and that contributes to the wisdom you've accumulated. And it's the wisdom around relationships, your one-on-one interactions with other people, including in business, coworkers, clients. How can you improve or do something differently in your ongoing relationships with others? Perhaps it's being a better listener. Perhaps it's being willing to support people more when they need it. Perhaps it's simply acknowledging that you need more support or you're looking for more connections that are mutual. Whatever it may be, this Libra new moon is forcing us to grow, to move through anything that has been too emotional, too impactful, too deep, and to move it forward to a new balanced foundation. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention around this Libra new moon is the incoming energy of 3i Atlas, the interstellar object that you've probably heard a lot about. I know there are many people sharing great information on this journey of 3i Atlas in our solar system. So I wanted to offer something different that pertains to this Libra new moon, which is that Libra being the energy of relationships, interactions, co-creation, and how this interstellar object has been moving through our solar system. And during this Libra new moon begins the solar conjunction period, where the object is hidden from our eyesight because it's within the range of the sun, where the sun's bright rays don't allow us to see the object anymore. And so this is occurring starting at this Libra new moon, and it makes me think about how we are expanding our relationship with the cosmos by tracking 3i Atlas we are opening up our consciousness and understanding what this could mean, having more questions, more conversations, seeking more knowledge from experts, scientists, those who know what the cosmos is about, who can help interpret these energies for us. And it's occurring here at a time when we're beginning a new start with the Libra energies. And I'm thinking like this incoming interstellar object that we are very curious about is a part of this new moon, because it's reminding us that we're so much bigger than our own planet, as we know, and we are going to start creating new relationships with more cosmic energies. And it's going to be a big theme here as we move through the rest of this decade. And so whatever transpires with 3i Atlas, whatever comes through, I just think that astrologically and astronomically, it's important to note that the solar conjunction is starting around the Libra new moon, when the moon and the sun are conjunct. It's going to reach perihelion the end of October. Then it will get closer to Venus the beginning of November. And eventually it's going to be in our solar system until at least next March, when it will be close to Jupiter. So we have a good 6-month exploratory phase here in understanding more about what is coming through. If this is alien technology, what to understand about it, where to go from here, how to continue to investigate, research, and get more information, which will be strong Scorpio themes. But I feel that overall, with this energy reaching the interstellar object, reaching solar conjunction that lasts for a few weeks, around the time of this new moon, there's something here that is affecting our solar consciousness. And it's opening up new questions. And those questions won't have immediate answers. But how can we stay open to what we don't know? And also remember the bigger picture of our ongoing relationship with many energies, many beings, many galactic frequencies that we are only just perhaps meeting and beginning to learn about at a whole new level. So I do believe that's an important part of this Libra new moon. And it'll be interesting to see what comes up, what's revealed, and what's understood about 3i Atlas in the weeks and months ahead. So again, the Libra new moon is at 28 degrees of Libra in your chart. And this is where you want to be very intentional with what you are creating in these Libra expressions, and to do it from a place of wisdom, self-awareness, and higher consciousness. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back on YouTube here with another video soon. And if you're interested, please check out my playlists. I have tons of videos for you there, going through all types of astrology topics, helping you learn about your chart, discussing the energies of 2025, all kinds of good information. So I just wanted to reference that in case it's timely for you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you back here soon.